Hey guys, Marstingen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. And so, obviously, the new World Tournament, or the next World Tournament, is going to be upon us. When this video goes up, I think when I schedule it for, the World Tournament's going to start like 9 hours after this video goes up. So if you're watching it as soon as it goes up, the World Tournament starts in about 9 hours time. If you haven't seen the tweet or the post that I made on the community tab, I am going to be doing as like an end of year celebration, as well as a final push to hit my sub goal for the end of the year. I am going to be doing a 24-hour stream that will begin when the World Tournament starts. So it's 10:30 PST, 10:30 PM PST for US, 6:30 AM UK. It's basically just exactly when the World Tournament starts. And yeah, I'm going to stream for 24 hours. So if at any point you're grinding yourself or you've got nothing else to do or whatever, you want to swing by and say hello, keep me sane. Hopefully I'll have some random other guests like popping in and out, joining me in Discord, so you'll be able to hear them on stream. Still need to sort that all out, but hopefully that'll be an interesting way to end the year. So obviously we're going to talk about the new units and things that are coming with this one. So this is the 39th World Tournament for Global, and the reward is the Teen Nappa, or Hair Nappa, as I've heard people referring to him already. So of course he is the main reward. Now, I feel like every time we talk about these, I keep saying like they did this a while ago. So I guess now it's just like commonplace that this is a thing. But obviously, if you do go through and complete all of the missions in terms of the points, once you get to 23 million points, you do get one guaranteed copy of him. And then if you go on to get the 30 million points, you just get a bunch of extra Kais, which, I mean, it's always nice to have those, right? So that gets you one guaranteed copy. And then if you want to get the extra copies, it depends on the bracket you finish in. You only have to finish in the top 20,000 to get one extra copy. If you want to open all the paths so you can potentially rainbow him, then you need to finish in the top 2,000. So obviously not a lot of people like grinding the World Tournament. I've managed to finish in the top 2,000 even in weekends where I haven't really grinded that hard, but it is more than like, you know, a couple of hours per day. So I do understand why a lot of people don't like it. Also why a lot of people probably don't want to do it because it's over New Year. I mean, technically my 24-hour stream is going to be going on when it becomes New Year here in the UK. But Mrs. Ningen is away seeing family. And I have to go back to work like the day after. And I've never really cared about New Year. I don't drink, and I've never really been someone that cares about drinking. So New Year's has always just seemed like another day to me. So since I had nothing to do anyway, I thought, why not? Let's do a big crazy stream. So it'll be interesting to see after the 24 hours of non-stop play how high in the rankings I actually managed to get. But so Teen Nappa is an interesting unit. I mean, we're just coming off the back of the other World Tournament where we got the new tech Super Saiyan Gohan, who as soon as you read his kit, it's like, wow, he's really good. Like, even without an awakening, he's really solid. Whereas this Nappa, I don't really get the same like initial reaction to him. So his leader skill is bad, like a lot of these World Tournament units are. It's not really super important. I guess you could use it in Battlefield. Int types 2 key, 50% to stats. His super attack effect is really good. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage to the enemy. So greatly raises obviously the 50% raise. So if you get double super with him, really, really good like for bumping up them stats. But when we look at his passive, he gets attack and defense 70%. He gets an additional attack 70% when performing a super, so he potentially could hit a reasonable attack stat. He gets attack and defense 40% with each attack received up to 80%, and then he has a high chance of attack 78% and guarding all attacks. So look at this, another chance to guard character. So those of you who've been coming to my no item attempt streams recently and seeing how often Tech Android 16 lets me down, you know how much I love units that only have a chance to guard. Because obviously, like, if that was just part of his kit guaranteed, then he'd be really good. Because obviously once you've received 2 attacks and he's got that full buff, you're getting like 150% attack and defense at the start of turn, 70% extra attack when you perform your super, as well as 50% extra attack and defense from the super attack effect. So actually it does seem like he would be pretty solid. But of course, he's not a TUR, so his stats are not particularly high. You can see here, rainbowed, fully maxed out. He only has 7,800 defense. Of course, Future Awakening, he could be pretty busted, but at this point, he seems good, but not like super crazy. One thing that massively lets him down is his link set. So he has Saiyan Warrior Race, which is not bad, Brutal Beatdown, Shocking Speed, but he has like Tough as Nails, Berserker, and over 9,000. It's not exactly great. He is on Pure Saiyans, which obviously with the upcoming release of Super Vegeta is one of the most powerful teams in the game, but has so many options. It's not like you're ever going to run this guy on a Pure Saiyans team. Terrifying Conquerors and Space Traveling Warriors are kind of similar, where again, they're really good teams that have a lot of really powerful options. So I'm not sure where this guy really fits in. So in terms of like, if you base your whether or not to grind the World Tournament solely around the reward card, I don't think this one is particularly worth doing the grind for. Now, obviously, I know a lot of people do the grind for the orbs, because obviously the higher you finish, the more orbs you get. You start getting orbs once you get into the top 1,000, because as you can see here, 1,001 to 2,000, you don't get any. So if you want to get orbs, you've actually got to grind, because top 1,000 is not easy to get. I think the highest I've ever finished was like 100 and something. So this is like the highest bracket I've ever finished in. And obviously get more orbs, get more copies of the cards, so if they don't have a farmable super like this Nappa doesn't, you don't have to use as many Kais. Obviously exponential rewards the higher you finish, but a lot of people, even if you grind quite a lot over the weekend, you might not get into the top 1,000. Of course, this World Tournament being on during New Year is probably going to be one of the ones where a lot less people are grinding for those top spots. So if you do have the time to do it, then obviously you're more likely to finish in a higher bracket and get more copies of the Nappa as well as the orbs. So obviously we also have the local reward is still the Mercenary Tau. He was added as the new reward on the previous World Tournament. So hopefully you guys managed to get a copy. As long as you finish in the top 150 in your local bracket, you get one copy. But that's all the way up to second. So you have to finish first in order to get two. I managed to get two last time, so hopefully we can get the other two, get him up to 90%. And then, yeah, obviously he's a pretty decent unit. He's very restricted to like the Dragon Ball Saga teams because of some of his links. He has links like Dodon Ray, but he is an interesting unit and he can be very powerful in the right scenario. So if you didn't pick up a copy of him previously, he's a pretty decent free-to-play card. But until Dragon Ball Saga starts getting a little bit more love and a little more representation, I feel like he's not a unit that you really need to have at all. But obviously more copies of him are available. And then we are going to get some awakenings. So the AGL Hit, who is one of the World Tournament cards, gets an easy A. And he becomes quite interesting. He becomes an infinite attack stacking unit that has a medium chance to stun. He has 100% attack and defense, and then an extra 100% when performing a super. So overall, his stats could be pretty solid. He gets an additional 60% attack and high chance to stun the attacked enemy as the first attacker in the turn. And then he gets attacked enemies attack minus 20% for 2 turns, and a medium chance to dodge as the second or third attacker. So with all the buffs that his teams have had lately, with the Tech Hit, Easy A, the release of the LR God Goku and Hit, like this guy could fit onto one of those teams quite nicely as like a third slot floating unit. Obviously he's not a support unit, which for me personally, when it comes to team building, I prefer my off-rotation units to be providing support, but he could still be pretty solid. It's kind of funny that we're getting his awakening right after, like, as the chain battle comes to a close, where having this Hit awakening would have meant that some people would have been able to get a few extra points, which obviously would have been quite nice for them. But yeah, he's going to be an interesting one. I mean, he's not even, because the tech one is obviously so ridiculous, it's not like he becomes the best hit in the game, but we have the same name update, I mean, we have for a while now, so he could be interesting to run. I'm pretty sure I have him rainbowed, so we will test him out once he gets his awakening. And then there's also this STR-TN from the Dragon Ball Saga banner. Unfortunately, that banner sucks and is really hard to get the units from. There's units that I'm like missing from it still, because honestly I find summoning on that banner to be a pain, because you can't do multis. There's the 2 different kinds of tickets and all you can do is singles with those tickets, so it just ends up becoming tedious to summon on. So we'll see if I manage to get I think I have at least 1 copy of him. I'd have to double check, but if I do, we'll show off the awakening for him. He does become pretty decent. He raises defense on super, he lowers the enemy's attack and defense, he gets 180% attack and defense, and then an additional 120% defense when facing only one enemy. So against one enemy, especially after supering, like his defense is going to be really, really high. But unfortunately, he doesn't have particularly good links. He's not on like great teams, or some of the good categories that he is on are ones where there's just way better options. So, as usual with these Dragon Ball Saga cards, I feel like they don't really serve a huge amount of purpose. So, you'll have to let me know what you guys think. Are you going to be going all in on the World Tournament? Have you got better things to do? I know a lot of people do. A lot of people like to go out and celebrate New Year and all that kind of stuff. Just because I don't obviously think badly of anyone who does. If you want to go out and have fun rather than sit and grind the World Tournament, that doesn't come as a surprise whatsoever. But if you do have any time free and you want to come and help ease my suffering, do drop by during the 24-hour stream. It'll be very interesting to see how that goes. Hopefully we do hit the sub goal, which is 14k by the end of the year. Technically the stream carries on into the start of the new year, but I'll still count it if we hit it by the end of the stream. So we'll see how that goes. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.